Hello, beloved. I welcome you once again to the BNA Studios online class. I am Mr. Boating and I'll be taking you through the second session of our online class. This is part 2, or let me simply call it lesson 2. And we are just going to continue with where we ended in our first video. And I think we are just going to continue with the features as early as possible quickly to make our video short. Yes, we just don't want to waste a lot of time. Yeah, so I think we learned a couple of features in our previous video where we learned about the functions of all the things we see over here. And I did remember, yes, and of course I said in my next video, that is our lesson 2, we are going to learn about the features, the things you see here, and most of the things that were appearing here in our last video. I think I couldn't explain them, so let's quickly go through them. But first of all, let's import one video, then we take it from there. So just like we learned in the previous video, we know how to import our video now, so we just click on import. We wait for the folder to be open. Wherever whatever video you just want to bring in, you just click on it and then you press on open. Then you have it here, as simple as that. So let me try and get another video. At least when we are able to get 2 or 3 videos, it will be okay. So let me see. Okay, yes. Today too, we are doing it with Apostle Joshua Selma. I really love his teaching. So yes. So quickly, let's just drag one of our videos into our working space. Yes. And I think we learned a lot, just like I said earlier. And today we are just going to talk about the things we see here. And most of the things we are seeing here, everything is going to be simply explained. So I would urge you to cooperate with me as early as possible so that everything will be simple. Once again, I am Mr. Boating of the BNA Studios, and I am taking you through this online video editing class. So first of all, let's look at this. There is something you see over here, a very small arrow. Yes, that is showing towards this video. Yes, or showing down. Okay. So when you click over here, there are a couple of things you see over here, and you see select. So if I click select, that is what I am currently using. That is the cursor you see. So nothing is really going to change. So if I press it again and I click on split, now let's see how it's going to. You see the cursor has changed. So what is the major function of what we are currently using? It is used for cutting videos. It is used for cutting videos. So if I put it on the video wherever I want to cut and I left click or just click, you see that yes, it has been cut. So I bring it here. If it's this place I want to cut, I just click here, it is cut. If this place, I just bring it here, it is cut. So depending on the number of cuts you want, you just use it, as simple as that. So as many as you want, wherever you just want to cut, you just use it. But one thing, after you are done with everything, you just have to come back to that same place and then choose the A. They also have shortcut keys, so you can just press on A and then you have your select, so that you can just be moving your clips, the clips you cut, so that you can go ahead with your video editing. Because if you try to leave, just let's look at this. You see, I can drag this one to this part simply. I can also drag this one, I double click, then I bring it over here. It's working. But a situation where maybe I forgot to take off the split and I still have the split and wants to move another one, the moment you click, trying to, you see it has made another cut. The moment you click, it has made another cut, and it is really going to make a lot of cuts. Yeah, so you make sure after you are done, you just come, you select this part and you're good to go. Now let's look at the third one we see over here. It says select leftward, just like the name says. And in most cases, I would say whenever you are using software. Sometimes let the names really matter to you. That is what most of us, we don't care about. We just see the thing and we feel like it looks scary. But sometimes the name of the thing even defines it. Yeah, so select left word, which tells you that when I put it here and I click over here, it is going to select from wherever I put it leftward. That means it is selecting it backwards. You see, so if I put it here and I click, you see that it is selecting from this part. Yes, so that is the function of that one. So assuming there is a clip or you have so many cards, you want to select some specific aspect and delete it, you can just use it. And its opposite is the select right word. So if I put it here, just let me put it here and click here. You see, it has selected to the right part from where I put it. And that is the same way if I put it at the select left word and I put it at the same position, it is going to select to the left side. So those are the functions and everything you see here: the select, the split, the select left word, and the select right word. But one thing, after you are done selecting, or after you are done with whatever you did over here, make sure you come back to select. Then you get your normal cursor, which is going to be useful for your video editing. If not, it is really going to disturb you. And now the next thing we have here is what you see here. I think the moment you put your cursor on it, the name even tells you what it does. So it is used for undo. So let me click on it several times to undo until I get my video, just like I put it here. Okay, so you can use the undo as many as you want. Yes, so that is the function, and its opposite is the redo. So assuming by mistake you've deleted something but you still need it, you can use the reset, or it is also called redo. And then you can, so with whatever I deleted, if I begin to click on the redo, you see that yes, whatever I deleted is being brought back, yeah, just like it was. So I can just click on the undo, and it has shortcut keys. Sometimes the shortcut keys really matters. You have to find a way to write them down and a way to gather them all, because it really helps to make your work very easier and faster. Yes, instead of you coming here to press, you just press Ctrl Z and you are good to go. I'll be opening up a menu which contains all the shortcut keys. So as we are still on it, you just make sure you pay massive attention so that it doesn't skip you. And we also have this one, what we call split. So what's the function of split? Split is also used for cutting videos. You see, when I pressed it, it has cut. The video has been divided into two. Yes, that is the function of split. And before you click on it, you should make sure the bar is at the exact place where you want to cut. So if I want to cut this part, I have to make sure my bar is here. Then I click on split. Then it is okay. Yes, it has been cut nicely. Its function is almost the same as what we see, but you see this one to a split. But the difference is that with this split, the moment you press on it, you just put it here. You can cut as many clips as you want at a time until you are satisfied, and you come back to the select. Yes, but with this one, unless you bring this one here, you come back to click on it, you bring it here, you come back to click on it, of which that is a lot of time wasting. So in case you are going to cut many clips, you just make sure you are using the split over here, or if it's just one thing you just want to do, you just use the split we have over here. And now let's see this one. This one is saying delete left. So assuming I have a video, I have cut a video like this. I'm sorry. So assuming there is a video, a full video like this, there is a part I want to delete. I just want to cut. Sometimes you can just cut before you come to delete it, but a situation where you don't want to cut before you come to delete it, you can use this part, delete left. So from where the bar is, everything, that is where everything works. So the bar really matters. in all that you are doing, the bar really matters. You don't forget about it. I wish I know its specific name. I think I will find out, and in our next video I will tell you, because it's really really necessary. So if I click on delete left, you see from the part where the cursor, let me say the bar was, it has been cut and deleted at once. If you don't pay attention, you won't see it. So just let me bring it to this part and let me click on it, delete left. Yes, so it has deleted the entire part from where the bar was to the left side, and its opposite is what you see here. All these things are very very simple. So if I click on delete right, it is going to cut from where the bar is to the right side. So a situation where you are editing videos, you are cutting and all that, and let me say you just don't want to waste enough of your time, you just put your bar here, you click on delete right or delete left, depending on where you personally want to delete. And sometimes you can cut videos into pieces like this. I am now using the split, and after the video has been cut, there is a specific aspect you want to delete. So you come here, then you click on delete, and the video too is deleted. So sometimes maybe you just want to delete the middle of a video, you come to this part, you click on the split, you cut it, you come here, you click on the split, you cut it. But which one do you want to delete? You want to delete this one, so you just click on it, then you come to the delete, just like the name says. Then you get your video or whatever part you want to delete, you get it deleted peacefully. Yes, so that is the function of the delete. And this one too is add mark. So sometimes there are places you want to mark in your video. Maybe you just want to leave, just like in our normal let me say roads, we have landmarks to tell you that there is something here, there is something over here, this thing is ahead and all that. So in case you want to leave some marks at certain aspects of the video to just catch up your focus or make sure you don't remember anything, you can just use these marks. Then you mark it depending on your own information or whatever you think you have over there that you don't want to forget. You can use it, and then you mark those parts of the video. So I have deleted it. And the next one is crop. So the video I am currently recording, it might look as if I am speeding up a little bit, but what I would urge you or plead with you is that you pause them along the line and practice what I am doing over here. So along the line, just don't be in a haste. If you're using your PC, you can watch the video on your smartphone. So when I mention the function, as I practice it on my laptop, you also take time and you also practice them. Don't be in a haste to watch it at once within 1 hour, and after the 1 hour you have nothing in your head. There is a saying that practice makes man perfect. So you really need to practice them. And even after watching the video and grabbing the concept, just take time and work on the features together with whatever we learned in the previous videos. Try to combine them, be using them. When you are free, you just turn it on. This thing works with consistency. At least spend about 10 minutes on it every day, practicing whatever we've learned so that you don't forget. The major focus of the BNA Studios is to make sure we are all equipped with some hand-on skills. At least we have something to do to make money out of that. We might not need to depend on people. And with video editing, you are really going to make a lot of money. Suppose you are going to take it serious. Yeah, so I just don't want to talk too much. Let's move to the next one. The next one is crop. So I have a video here, and suppose I want to crop some part of the video, just like the name suggests. You just click on it, crop, and this is going to show up, and you can put it at any part of the video you want. So if I want to crop from this side, I double click and drag. I double click this part and drag. Depending on how you want to crop the video, I double click here and drag. So if it's okay for me, I can just press on confirm or reset. When you press on reset, the video is going to remain as it was. When you press on confirm, the video is going to have the new crop you made. Yes, so you can also use the rotate. over here to rotate the video depending on how you want it. Yes. And over here too, during the cropping, you can just choose a size. In case you don't want to do it by yourself, there are sizes over here you can choose. So you just click on it, you choose whatever size you want, and after you are done, you press on confirm, and then your new video. I did not really crop anything, I did not really change anything. It's just for teaching purpose. So at your own convenience or at your own leisure time, you can just try them out. Yes, so these are the functions of the things we have over here, and most of the things we have over here are AI features, so they are not really necessary. Not AI features per se, but they are premium features, and when you use them you might be allowed, but you might not be allowed to export your video, so it's better you just don't venture them. You just leave them as they are. And over here, sometimes when you are editing multiple videos, the videos could be moving, going, coming, and all that. So you can just use what you see over here, just like it says lock track. And when you press on it, you see that there have been something like zigzag lines that has appeared on the video, which means that your video over here has been locked. So if I double click and press, it will never move. Yes, as you are seeing, I am double clicking and pressing, but it's not moving. So let me remove the lock, and then when I double click, yes, you see that it's now moving. So a situation where you want to avoid mistakes or mistakenly removing certain videos, assuming you have many videos and you want to avoid maybe touching or pushing some of them to places you just did not really mean to, you can just lock your video and you are good to go. And then we have this one, hide track. Sometimes you are editing or you are working on tracks, you just don't want it to be visible, you just don't want it to be seen. I personally don't know why you are editing videos you just don't want to see. For that one, I don't know, but it's also a feature and it's useful though. Yes, sometimes maybe you just want to focus on one specific video. There are cases that you can have maybe two videos. Let me put this one on top. Yes, so if you don't want to be seeing them too many like this, you can just click on this one, and this one is going to be quite invisible for you so that you can focus and work on the other one you want to work on. So it's also necessary. And sometimes if I begin to play the video like this, yes, you see the video is coming out with a sound. So assuming you just want to turn down that sound, maybe you want to add your own sound or you just don't want to hear the sound, you can press on this one, mute track, just like the name says, and afterwards I will press on it. Oh, okay, sorry, I did not press on it. Yes, mute track, and as I start playing the video, you see that there is no sound coming out anymore. Yes, so you can also use that one, and it's really helpful and very, very necessary. Yes, so there is these things over here, that is the track height. Depending on the height you want to see this thing, in most cases I just love it to be at the default. Yes, I just want to see it like this, but if you don't want it and you just want to see it in any way, if you want it to be tall enough, yes, you can use this one so that you can just see it as however you want it. If you want it to be short, you can just make it short. If you want it to be at the default, in most cases I love it when it's at the default. Yes, and we have audio waveform size. Yes, and the audio waveform size talks about this part. You see, this video I have here has been divided into two. If you are seeing the one with I don't actually know what this color is, I don't know how I should call it. I just don't want to mention any color so that at the end of the day now my number. Yeah, so yeah, so if you, and this part is the sound, it tells you how high the volume is. So let me bring my cursor into the middle. Yes, you see the cursor has changed. Now I can left click and bring it down. You see there is a reading 8.4 dB, and that tells you how high the volume is. So if I bring it down, let me play the video and listen. Oh, okay, okay. I have muted it, so let me open it. Yes. Yes, you can see the sound is very, very, very low. So let me bring it back and pull it up. And now listen to. Yes, so you can simply turn your volume down and up in the video over here using this part. So when you come here, the audio track waveform, you can put it at 100% and it is going to fill up the entire video. If you don't want it that way, in most cases I love it to be at 30%, and it's really going to be reduced for you depending on however you want it or however you want to see it. Yes, so I think we are done with the features over here, and I'm really sure you are enjoying the lessons. This is the BNA Studios. I am Mr. Boating, and I am the one taking you through this course. And I'm really glad to have you on board. I'm really sure you are really learning a whole lot. So now let's come to this part, the things we see here. And after we are done with these features, I'm sure we now know about all the features. We now know about all the things over here. So we can start doing something in our third video. Yes, and that is what I can't wait to see. Yes, yes, yes. I'm really desperate to see from that part where we start working on videos. Yes, that is the aspect that really matters. So let's move quickly. So anytime you upload a video over here, let me delete it and see something. So I am deleting the clip. You see, now that the clip is deleted, you are not seeing anything over here. There is nothing you're seeing over here. So let's try to upload our video once again. And now that the video has been uploaded, you can see that the features over here has appeared. So let's quickly go through them all. Then we know their functions as early as possible. Then in our next video, we start learning how to work on video that is combine the entire features. And I'm sure and I'm glad from there you can be making some stunning videos. So over here, in the first place, whenever you upload, it's at the video. Yes, it's already at the video. But before then, let me come to this part. I think I told you I'll be showing you some shortcut keys. So if you want the shortcuts to all the Capcut things we are learning about, all the features, just press over here. You just press here and you have them here. Yes, so with the timeline, the splits, whatever I taught you, it's here. The split or select mode, and whatever it is, you can scroll down. There are a whole lot. In case you want to write them, you can put something down. Yes, but I'm sure they are not necessary you write them, because as time goes on, you can be learning them one after the other, and I'm sure you can cover up and at least get most of them into your fingertips, something like that. Yes, so we have the basics, we have the other. There are a whole lot over here, and I'm sure when you come to shortcut 1, we have shortcut 2. Yes, a whole lot, and we have 3, shortcut 4, shortcut 5. So you can just go through them, and in case you just want to jot anything, you can just put something down. Yes, so let me leave this place. And now with this part, I think I talked about this part yesterday, or in our previous video. Yes, so that is when you want all the things over here to show, you just put it on the media. When you want it to be this part, when you want this part to show, you just put it at the attribute. So in other words, I say the attribute is the opposite of the media, because the media is going to open up all the things over here without any division over here, and the attribute is also going to open all the things we have over here without any division. And the vertical is mostly good when you are editing videos like this. Yes, so as I am editing this one like this, it is better I use this one instead of using, because imagine using something like this, the video is really going to appear smaller. Yes, the video is really going to appear smaller. So I don't think this one is advisable, but it depends on the video you are editing. If I am editing a video like what you see over here, then I would say the screen over here is advisable, but something like this, I think it's advisable if I come here and then I use the attribute. Oh, sorry, the vertical rather. Yes. So if I press on it, if I decide to use the vertical, the only difference you are going to see is that the things over here will shift to this part, and the video over here is going to come to this part. So don't confuse yourself with anything. It's just a slight shift or a slight change in interface. That is the only thing. So if I click here and click on the vertical, just pay attention. You will see that only this part will be moving to this place and the video will be moving to this side, and this part too is going to continue from here. Nothing is really changing, so don't get yourself confused in case I make those changes here. So you can see that this one, the things you are seeing over here was here, and it's just moved to this part, and the video over here also moved to this part. Yes, so from here you can just go ahead and then edit whatever you want to edit, but just let me keep it the default for the sake of our lessons. Yes. So over here, when you put it here, you see that we have basic, and when you come, the first thing you see over here is transform, and the transform, when you click on the small arrow, you see there are so many features over here, and with the features, most of them, because of this symbol, they are made premium versions or premium features, and therefore it's not advisable for you to use them. You can use them, but at the end of the day you might not be able to export your video, and these are some of the reasons why most people do not like using CapCut. But I still stand and tell you, without them you can still do your stunning videos. Yes, a lot of people, I know so many people making stunning videos out of CapCut with all these pro features. They will show it to you and it will marvel you. You'll be like, it's not possible. Everything is possible. So the first thing you're going to see is the transform. I click on the short thing over here and now it is gone. So with a transform, you can see this one is reset. Yes, so when you click on it, nothing is going to happen because I've not made any changes to the video. And you can see these boxes over here. Let me show you. They are called keyframes. And in our next videos we are going to treat keyframes as one full lesson on its own, because it really matters. We are going to use them to do most of the things. With scrolling text, sometimes when you are watching news, you will see that there is an information being passed beneath the screen. Yes, we are going to use these keyframes, and we are going to also study that as a full lesson. And these keyframes are also used in making overlay ads. When we talk of overlay ads, sometimes when you are watching a video, just let me bring this one over here and show you something. So when you are watching a video, I just want a perfect screen to show you something. Okay, so you will let me delete it in the first place and then bring it back again. Yes, so if you are watching a video with overlay ads, you will see that sometimes this is the big screen where you are watching the video. So at a point in time, you see that the screen is being divided, and let me say it will come to a position like something like this. Then you see adverts or some informations being put over here at the space left over here. Yes, they are called overlay ads. And maybe in our next lessons, that is what we are going to learn together with the crawling text. Yes, and with all those ones, we are going to use the keyframes. These are the things I call, not I call, but they are, just like you see, it says add keyframe. They are called keyframes. So we are really going to learn about them. So I would plead with you that you don't miss any of the videos. We are going to learn a whole lot. So now let's come to the scale. What is the scale used for? It's used to, just like you are seeing, yes, to manipulate the size of the video. So when you bring the video in, you make sure it is fitting the screen. So if it's not fitting, you use the scale to scale it up to fit up the screen. Sometimes I make sure it's even quite larger than the screen, something like this. Yes, you can see that the lines are crossing the boundaries a little bit. Sometimes that is how it should be, because if you make a mistake and you leave these black lines around them, when you export the video, you are going to see these black lines, which makes your videos look quite not quite, but rather unprofessional. Yes, I don't know any professional video editor who is going to edit video and leave these spaces over here. Yes, it seems maybe it depends on what the person is doing, but I don't normally see them like that. So you make sure you scale your video. Yes, and over here, you are seeing some X and Y's over here. Yes, over here, we don't do mathematics over here. They are all just used for scaling purposes. Yes, so you can try to use them and see how they function. So that is what I mostly say. Sometimes you learn by, yeah, just be pressing things. Do you understand? And just know how it functions. Yes. So over here we have the rotate. So assuming you see the video is being rotated, you want to rotate the video depending on what you are doing. It's not necessarily, or it does not necessarily mean that anytime you're editing video, rotate it. No, it depends on what you are doing. If it will take you to rotate it, you can use this part to rotate your video. If not, you can just move on, or you can just use the tune over here. You see what I am doing? Yeah, that is what is actually rotating the video. So rotation is also necessary depending on what you are doing. If it's necessary, you use it, fine. If it's not necessary, you leave it as it is. Yeah, so let me bring it back to 0. Yes, and what you see over here, there are also alignments, just like we have in text alignment, left alignment. That is how it is. So this one, we can align our video to the left. You see it has moved a little bit. We can align to the center. We can align to the right side. We can align to the top. We can align to the middle and also align to the bottom. So they are all text alignment, and it's very, 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 very easy. There is nothing difficult over here. And the rest you see beneath most premium features, and you can still edit your videos without them. I don't even remember the last time I came here to use most of these things. Yeah, some of them don't really matter. Do not let them scare you. And because I am saying they are premium versions, you cannot use them. They are most of them doesn't even matter, because all these AI features, there are a whole lot you can do without them. So just don't shiver. Most of them would have that. You can be using the software, and there are certain things maybe for about 10 years you will never use them. Yes, so just forget about them. And with the video, when you click here, you have remove background. Yes, it's also another feature within it. And sometimes, assuming there is a video like this, when you press on auto remover, it is, you see it's saying applying one feature. It is automatically going to remove the background of the video, and it's going to be left with the person in focus. Yes, it is going to be left with the person in focus, but it takes a little time, and also use the internet. So let me try connecting, and let's see how it's going to work. So let me try connecting to the internet, and we can see how it also works. Yes, so I am now connected to the internet. So let's move on with our video. Okay. Okay. So when you click over here, it is going to say applying feature, and it uses internet. Yes, and even if you use the auto remover, you see it has a premium, the premium sign over here, so it might not be useful. You cannot use it. I am just canceling it. Yes, because at the end of the day, when we use it, we can't even export our video, so there is no essence. But you can use the custom remover. The custom remover is better when you are working with green screens. When we talk of green screens, there are people that when they are recording video, especially in studios, you see that green background. Yes. So when you are using the custom remover, you just need to show where you want to remove. Yes, and sometimes okay, they are also really necessary though. Yeah, so with the custom remover, you are personally going to draw, or you are just going to show the parts you want to remove. This is just for learning purpose, so I will just not take time to do it perfectly. Yes, so after you have drawn, the moment you remove your hand, you see that it will say queued for processing. Yes, applying one feature, and it's going to work. So let me cancel it. It is cancelled. And then the chroma key, we have the chroma key over here. This is mainly what is actually used for the green screen. So if I bring it here, you see that it is deleting the plain aspect of the video. Yes, but because of the white and black over here, it has so many colors, so it will be very difficult. That is why we use the green screen. The green screen is just a single color, so you just put it on the particular color you want to remove, and it is going to remove that particular color. Yes, so chroma key is very perfect when you are working with green screen. So we are done with the remove background, and now let's come to the mask. Let me delete this video and we can use this. So when we talk of mask is also necessary, really necessary, depending on what you are doing. So when you click on mask, you click on add mask, and when you click on it, you see this one is showing over here. You can use this to rotate it, and then this is what does the whole work, the thing you see over here. So you just scroll and just look at what you see. It seems it has added a little bit darkness to the screen. Now sometimes we use this when we are doing let me say lyrics video. Sometimes you can see some lyrics video that it looks quite dark. Yes, these ones are used so that you can see the writings very clear and very well. So with something like this, I can rotate it this way. Yes, this way, depending on however you want it. I push this one upwards a little, I bring it here, then I double click and drag this down. Yes, so now that I have done it like this, so I will click and bring this one down. You see it has added a little bit darkness beneath the video. Yes, and the moment you click any other place, yes, it is going to remove the lines, and you are going to have whatever you have. So sometimes when you are doing let me say auto generated captions, when you are writing captions, you have to use the mask. Yes, you have to use the mask so that it will let your captions really appear very good. So there are a whole lot of them, different types of them. Over here we have the circle, so you can also use this one. You double click and drag. Yes, and it is going to give you anything perfect just like you want it. Yes, so that is that for the mask. So let me undo. Okay, let me undo everything. Yes, and now let's come to the reta. The reta, sometimes it's not really necessary because there are most of today, in these days, we have filters. So to avoid wasting time on editing on face, body, hair, face preset, and even these things, most of them have been made premium. You can't use them, so you just use your filter. There are filters over here you can use. You just use your filter and you are good to go. So now let's come to the audio. With the audio, when you click here, you see that we have volume over here, just like the name explains everything, just volume. So you can click here and turn on the volume, and then watch something. You see I showed you over here that you can turn your volume up here and down. So as I am turning it down and up, you see that it's also moving over here. So if you don't want to be coming to the audio, you can simply work out everything over here, up, down, and up and down. And if you are working it over here too, you will see that it's also moving over here. Yes, so depending on however you want your sound, you use it. And over here too, there are the keyframes over here, and as I said earlier, I will explain them and we are going to work them in a one single full lesson. Yes, and over here we have fade-in. Fade-ins are very necessary. So you can bring it a little bit forward, and if I bring it forward, you see, just check over here, check from the beginning of the video. As I bring it forward, you can see that something, yes, this video is moving. So what does it do? It works in the sense that it helps your sound to come out smoothly. So just look at how the sound will be coming out. Yes, it helps your sound to come out smoothly. So just let's take it back and just look at how it is really going to come out. It is going to come out at once. It is really going to come out at once. Yes. And that is how it also works. And we have the fade out. The fade out, sometimes when you are watching video or listening to music, you see that when the music is about to end, the sound begins to go low. Yes, it begins to go low in a certain manner that it doesn't stop at once. So with that one, we uses the fade out. So without the fade out, just look at how the video ends with the sound. Just listen. Okay, it ends at once. And now let's use the fade out. Let's come to click on the audio and then use the fade out. Depending on where you want it to start and where you want it to end, you just make your adjustment. So let's listen to how it's going to end smoothly. Yes, I think you saw how it ended smoothly. So those are the functions of the fade out, and these ones are premium things. We can't use them, so you just forget about them. And when you come to the audio, we have voice over, we have voice changer, voice changer. So over here you can come here and then you can tune your sound. Just pressing on this one, just listen to how it's now sounding. Yeah, so with these things you see over here, you can just be turning them high or low. We have the high over here. You can download it depending on however you want your sound. Yes, so depending on how you want your sound, you can make some settings over here. And when you come to this part too, you see that we have voice character. We have voice character over here, and there is this girl on TikTok. She's called Gabby. I don't know if there are most of you who follow her. She's called Gabby, and she uses one of these voice changes into or a video. Now when she's speaking, I say battery and a cinema. Yes, I'm very sorry. Yes, it's just for learning purpose, so just excuse me for that. I has a battery do you understand? And these features no, so I wish say okay, let me delete this video and bring in this sound. I think I made a perfect choice in the selection of the videos. They are really being helpful. So you come to the audio, you come to voice character, and let's listen to how the voice is.
If you're a good and nice and kind person, God will always send people who help you. Their assignment is to
okay, so I hope you really know the real voice of Apostle Selma. So now let's click on this one and see how he is going to sound now. Yes, and all this uses network, so you make sure you are well connected to the internet. You see how it is trying. No, you see that it is really wasting my time. It says voice effect applied. So now let's click on it and listen.
Send people who help you. Their assignment is to protect your focus and to make your life easier.
Yes, you see that the voice has changed. I say the AIB na IN, but it's just Apostle Selma speaking. So that is what that lady I'm talking about. She is Gabby on TikTok. You can search for her and you follow her. Her name is, I'm not here to make advert for her though, but for learning purpose you can follow her. The name is GABIE. Yes, or then some roses via Google. Sometimes when you don't know, when you go to a comment section, many people are asking Asana Okasa Adam battery show Moana. Yeah, that is why I use that statement. Yeah, I saw it from her own comment section. So she uses these voice characters, and we have the speech to song, and this one I think all have been made premium. There are also just some normal voice tuners. You can use it left with the fork over here, so you can just ignore them. And we have the speed, just like the name suggests. I don't think this one is enough explanation. If you want to speed up the video, you just double click and then drag it to wherever you want. Yes, so that is the only function of the speed. And we we also have the curves. Yes, they are also a design type of the speed, but I don't think it's a premium feature, so I don't think you can use them. Yes, so you can just come back to your speed and then tune it to wherever you want in case you're editing your video. And we also have the velocity effect. Yes, they are also a designed feature of the speed. Sometimes you can just apply them to your videos, so you can just try and then use them on your own at your own convenience and then see how it really works. Yes, or you just try them out, then you see how it really looks like. So let's come to the animations. Animations play very vital role in video editing. You can't ignore them. And anytime you want to use all these features, you should make sure you are well connected to the internet. Yes, it all uses the internet, and there is no way you can ignore animations and then try to design a perfect video. So I intentionally deleted this. Let me bring in this video so that we can use this one for the animation practicals. Yes, you can't ignore animations, and they really help your video to appear very nice and in style. Yes, so if I should play the video, just look at how the video is appearing, just something raw or just something normal. So just let me turn off the sound. Yes, I have intentionally turned off the sound so that you can hear my voice. And now let's try to add some animations and then see how they work. Yeah, so let's use this one. Let's press it, and then now let's adjust our video, play it, and now just look at how it looks. Yes, you will see that it is going to appear in style. Yes, depending on the kind of animation we used. Yes, you see that our video is appearing very nice. So when you begin to use them, it will show playback is lagging. Yes, when you try to add so many effects and all that, but for that one it depends, it might not always appear, so you can just ignore it. Yes, so these are what we call the animations, and there are a lot of them. There are several of them over here. You can scroll down. Let's try to use this one and see how it also works. There are so many of them. You can just try them at your own convenience when you have enough time. Yes, you see how it's making the video appear. It makes the video appear in style and very nice. Yes, so within the animations, let me bring this one back and play the video again. I think you've seen it. We have the in. Yes, we have the in, and the in stands for the beginning of the video. Yes, that one is going to focus on the beginning. And we have the out. When we are using the out, that means that the animation is going to work at the end of your video. When the video is about to end, that is where the video is going to end. So with animations, we have in and out. So let's try to use one of the out, and then you will see how it works. So anytime you are editing videos and you want to use animations, you should try and check whether it is for the in or it is for the out. Yes, so my video wasn't like this at first, but this is how the video is now ending. Yes, in a very beautiful style. And these are the animations. This is how it's now appearing in terms of the video coming in and coming out. That is how it's appearing, and it's very nice. So you should make sure in your videos you use animations and you use them in their right way. Yes, you make sure you are using them perfectly. Sometimes you can just add some animations, baby. You see that at the end of the day, na video na baby. So you make sure you use them rightfully. And when I click on it, you will see that there is a small bar appearing, that bar over there. Yes, so it's used to adjust the animation. The one in front stands for the in. Yes, it works with the in. So if I try to adjust it from there, you will see that there will be a small bar over here. Yes, you can scroll or you can zoom in so you can see there is a small white bar over there. You see that it's moving, and when I try to adjust from the back, you see that the small bar over here, it's moving. You can just zoom in so you can see it better. Yes, so you can adjust it from there to, depending on where you want it to end, you can just adjust it. So let me adjust it. You see that that white bar I was talking about has moved, and it is going to extend the duration of the animation. Yes, it's going to extend the duration of the animation from the beginning because I extended it from the beginning. Yes, so this is how it works. So let's try it out, and I hope you can see how it's working. So we are adjusting this from the back and you can see it's moving from the back. Yes, and it is going to affect the duration of the ending. Yes, it's just going to affect the duration of the ending. Yes, so these are what we call the animations, and you should make sure they are carefully used in your videos. Yes, to make sure everything is absolutely working perfectly. Yes, so that is how the animation works. We have the in, we have the out, but you just make sure you are not using any of the one with the premium. You can just click on none to choose, and it is going to disable any of them. And we have the combo, and with the combo I don't normally use them because it is going to affect the entire video from the beginning to the end. So I just clicked on this and just look at how the video is moving. It is going to affect the video from the beginning until the video ends. So it actually depends on what you are using it for. Yes, everything over here is useful, but it depends on what you are using it for. So I just clicked on none to disable it. Yes, and now let's move on to the adjust. And over here the things you see, most of them are premium versions or features, so we will not go there. Let's go to the HSL, and over here I think with the HSL, they are purposely used for color grading. Yes, color grading is one specific thing in video editing you can't ignore. Yes, and with this one, DaVinci Resolve does it best. Yes, there are some, I know if there are other video editors watching, they know that yes, I am telling you the truth. DaVinci Resolve is another software which is very good when it comes to color grading. Yes, but you can still use these ones. You turn them off or on, high or low, and I cannot actually show you that this is the exact number you should turn them to, because it depends on your camera quality. Your camera quality. Yes, yes, it depends on the camera quality. Yes, so I can't tell you that turn it to left or right or whatever. And we have the curves. I mostly use this, and sometimes it's used to it's also used for color grading. Yes, so when I dragged it downwards, I think you see, yes, you see how it's working. Yes, so it depends on how you want your video to look. You can also use it. And we have the other one, which is also called the mask. These are also another one, the color wheel. Yes, it is also used for color grading. Everything you see over here is used for color grading. And the adjust, when you click there, I cannot actually show you a specific one, and it says save as preset. Yes, so with whatever you do over here, the changes, you can save it as a preset. And these are some of the things we have as filters. Yes, just like the already made filters, it is also done like that. So after you are done, you just click on apply to all, then you get it applied. And with the mask, I think I have already explained this earlier on, and that is the same thing how it works. Yes, so I am not going to waste much time over here. We are just moving on, and we have the AI stylize. Yes, you can just zoom in to see everything clearly. Yes, and I think with this part, most of its features are AI features, so we won't go much into it. We would just move on. Yes, so I intentionally click here for you to just see how it works, but you can just try them at your own convenience. When you have enough time, you can just try to see how it works. Yes, so let's come to this place. The features over here, this is voiceover. And with a voiceover, it is purposely used for recording voiceovers, just like you see its name, or just like you hear its name, it's for voiceovers. And sometimes you see people, especially some content creators, they will be like, so I went to the market today to do this and that. Yes, we use this. You click on it, it appears like this. You can add echo reduction to reduce the echo, or mute project. When you click on the mute project, it is going to mute the project what we are working there, so that you can record your sound. Yes, so the moment you click on record, it is going to record. And with the bluish part you see over there, yes, what you see over here, it is just as a result of the sound. Yes, the sound within the environment. And the yellow aspect is what I am saying. So if I keep quiet, you will see that the yellow would vanish. Yes. So when you click on record, let me try recording something. Okay. Yes, so that is how it works. So you try recording a sound, and afterwards, I think you can just try them on your own at your own leisure time, or when you have enough time, you can just try it. So after you are done, yes, you can adjust the volume of whatever you recorded, and you can just play and listen. I did not actually say anything, so you might not hear anything, but at your own time pace, you can just listen, or just try the voiceover recording on your own. Then you also see how it works. It is very, very useful, and that is what we are going to use in recording most of our videos we are going to do in the coming lessons, our voiceovers, advert and everything. I think there are most videos, I don't know a video you are going to watch without sound. Even if you are not going to add music, you are going to record. Yes, so I just wanted to play it for you to hear. Yes, but I did not actually say anything, so you are not going to hear anything. Yes, so that is how it also works. That is what we call the voiceover, and it's very, very, very necessary. Yes, so you can adjust it over there, the volume, everything over there, and you can cut. You can use these ones to cut specific aspects you don't want after recording them. I think we will dive into voiceovers as a special full lesson on its own. Yes, so you can cut some specific aspect you just don't want. Yes, then afterwards you keep the rest you want. Yes, so we are going to treat voiceovers as a one full lesson on its own, and you are really going to enjoy the lesson. Here is the BNA Studios, and I am Mr. Boatin taking you through this course. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and also subscribe to the channel, and make sure you leave your comment, yes, so that we can see. And with this one is turn off main track magnet. I don't actually know what it does. You can just make some researches on it, and then although somebody might be like, you are the one teaching, why don't you know? Yes, we are also human beings, and you can't know actually everything. Yes, there are most of the features I just don't use them, so you can just make some research, and then you try to know about its function. And if you're able to know about the function, just put it in the comment section. Yes, just leave it in the comment section. We will all try it. And this one too is the turn on auto snapping, and this one too is the turn on linkage. Yes, you can just try them all. Yes, linkage, you can just try them all and then try to figure out what they do. And we have the this part over there. Yes, and this is one of the very aspects that is very, very necessary. It's used to showcase the length of whatever video you are editing. So if I stretch it, yes, you see that my video is being stretched. Yes, so that is what it does. That is what it actually does. So you can use it to increase the length of your video or make it shorter, depending on however you want it. Yes, you can use it to adjust it however you want it when you are editing, and it's very, very useful and necessary. There are some parts you just need to stretch the video so that you can just focus on specific aspects, and sometimes when it's plenty, you just want to get them all into one visible scene. You just make sure you drag it back. So now let's come to the menu. There are some few things within the menu, and over here we have new projects, import and export. And I think when we click on import, we are just going to import some files and certain things we want to use, like the things we have over here. And with export, when you are done with your video, you are going to export it automatically. And we have the new project. When I click it, it's going to bring me a brand new user interface, not user interface per se, but a new workspace where you are going to start a new project. Yes, so that is the result or what we see there. And we also have over here, when you click there, you are going to see the undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, some shortcuts. You are going to find them all over there. And we have the layout. I think I explained this in the previous video. where we can find the attribute. Yes, over here you can find the attribute, and the others we have over there. And with over here too, you can find the terms of services of Capcut, yes, of the software. Any information you want to hear about the software, you can zoom in so you see it better. Yes, that is the help. And with the help, there are shortcuts over here, and you can also click on walkthrough. Yes, the shortcut is going to give you the shortcut to all the, let me say, shortcuts we have in the Capcut, and walkthrough is just going to take you through. So I just clicked on it. You see, it is going to it works as if you have opened the software newly, assuming maybe you have not used it before. It's your first time. You click on it, it's loading, and it is really going to walk you through the Capcut software. Yes, so in case you are new or you are teaching somebody, you can just make the person work. And I think we've learned about all these import materials, where you click to bring in the things you are going to work on, and it is telling you over here you drag. So I am just clicking on next because I have explained all this already. Yes, and this is where you are going to work. That is your workspace. Yes, so I think these are the few functions of the walkthrough. It is just going to walk you through the system, and you are just going to enjoy some few features. It is going to introduce you to some important stuff you are going to use in your video editing. Yes, and that is what we call the walkthrough. Yeah, so I hope you are really enjoying the lesson. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. I am Mr. Boating of the BNA Studios, and make sure you leave your comments in case you don't understand anything. Yes, just leave it there, we will consider them. And then you come back to settings, and over here, in case you want to make some settings or anything, right now everything is at the default, but in case you want to make anything, you can use the settings. And the quit is going to quit the app and going to take you to your home screen. So you just click on back to, yes, the home page, and it is really going to bring you to this side, and you can just click on new project to start something new, or you click on the other project we've worked on already in case you want to make some changes or whatever. So I intentionally clicked on new project, and it brought me here again. So I just came back to show you something. So let me import one video, and let me show you something before we go off. So we have this full screen. Yes, so in case you want to show a full screen, yes, you just use the full screen. You can also click here, and it will take you back to your normal screen. Yes, this is what I actually wanted to show you. So let's go back to our home page, and now I think to the glory of God, we have been able to learn about all the features of Capcut, and this is going to be the beginning of our exciting video editing journey. Now that we know how to use most of the features, I would plead with you, I would urge you to be consistent and keep practicing. Yes, keep practicing them. We learn by consistency and practice. This is a practical thing, and the more you are refusing to practice, the more you are getting lost of it. Yes, so you make sure day in and day out you are practicing them so that you don't forget them. And in our next video, we are going to talk about either how to make the overlay ads or the crawling text. I think I talked about them, and we are going to also learn how to make some voiceovers. And if you are going to learn how to make voiceovers, I'm going to introduce you to some sites where you can make voiceovers easily without any kind of suffering. Yes, so this is the BNA Studios once again. May the good Lord be with you. I am glad to have you on board. Make sure you share the link to your friends, and make sure you leave whatever you don't understand at the comment section. We will consider them, and we will make sure we will work on them. The BNA Studios, its major purpose is to impact life and possess its nations through career guidance and hand-on skills, and I am glad to have you on board. Once again, my name is Nana Kojo Boating. You can call me Mr. Boating for short, and I am glad we've had a successful lesson. I will see you in my next video. Do well to join the next video. Make sure you are not left out. Yes, may the good Lord be with you. May he grant us the best of his gift, and may his will be done upon our lives. Stay safe. Goodbye.